All right, you ready to hop across the pond? We're about to dive headfirst into Vienna, 5 must-go spots, according to, well, you. And honestly, even I'm a little jealous of anyone lucky enough to be planning a trip after this.
Smart move coming to us first, though, right?
Absolutely. Vienna's not exactly short on history, palaces, museums. Where do you even begin? Luckily, that's where we come in.
Exactly. It's the
Yeah.
unique blend of, like, imperial grandeur, but also this modern, vibrant city. And those 5 spots you pick, they nail it. Each one's a piece of that puzzle.
Speaking of puzzles, let's start with one that's definitely got stories to tell, Schönbrunn Palace. This wasn't just some royal residence, this was the summer playground of the Habsburgs. Can you imagine? The parties, the intrigue.
More than parties. Think epicenter of their world for a good chunk of the year. Schönbrunn was where they showed off just how powerful they were. Opulence on a scale most of us can only dream of.
I can only imagine what those walls would say if they could talk. Okay, from lavish escapes, we're heading to, well, a giant St. Stephen's Cathedral. This isn't just a church, this is a landmark that's seen it all.
Right. Talk about a front row seat to history. St. Stephen's has been watching over Vienna for centuries, literally centuries. And it's not just about standing back and admiring it from afar either. Get up close, look at the details.
Yeah.
That South Tower, for example. Those tiles showing the Habsburg double-headed eagle. Talk about a symbol.
You're making me want to book a flight just to go tile spotting. From a symbol of power to, well, art lovers probably already know where we're going. Belvedere Palace, home of a certain little painting.
You say little painting, you mean Klimt's The Kiss, right?
It had to be done.
I don't blame you. And you're right. Even if someone's never set foot in an art museum, they know that image. But seeing it at the Belvedere, surrounded by Klimt's other work, the whole atmosphere, different story.
There's a reason it's iconic, right? And speaking of iconic, what about experiencing a performance at the Vienna State Opera? I mean, that's a stage that's seen it all. The drama, the music, the history.
You get it. This isn't just going to a show. It's about feeling the presence of every performer, every note sung over, what, centuries. It's woven into the walls of the place. Although, pro tip, check the schedule online before you go. Tickets for the Vienna State Opera, they disappear fast.
Good advice. Noted. And last but not least, we're ending our tour at the big one, the heart of the Habsburg dynasty, Hofburg Palace.
Centuries, right? Centuries of history. Decisions made within those walls that shape Europe. To walk through the Hofburg Palace, the Imperial Apartments especially, it's almost like stepping back in time.
From summer escapes to the center of power, we've covered a lot of ground. 5 must-go places, each one a window into a different side of Vienna.
So the question is, which Vienna will speak to you the most? The grandeur, the art, the history, or maybe a little bit of everything?